If you had to play any other position on the football field, what would it be?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What quarterback?
Yeah. You can spin it?
Nah, they just make a lot of money and don't get hit. So I don't want to be a quarterback. I want to make all the money and don't get hit.
You got me bent out of shape.
All right, everybody. It's me, Eric Kendricks.
I'm Anthony Barr.
Welcome back to Been Out of Shape. This is our training camp tour, I guess. You know, we've been on a roll now.
Next stop.
We're at Cowboys camp in Oxnard, California.
What a day.
The weather's beautiful.
Shitting me.
I mean, we've been blessed. I mean, camp is just so hard. So I'm just happy that we have all the best weather.
We had to go to Minnesota. We had to go to L.A. And now we're here. We're grinding.
I'm sore.
Bro, I'm exhausted. I don't know how many more of these I got left in me.
But, you know, we like to start off with what's got you been out of shape. So, Anthony, what's got you been out of shape today?
Bro, today what has me been out of shape is it was my second to last Pilates class with my Pilates instructor.
Nikki
Law,
Go.
we love you. The best Pilates instructor in the game. She's moving back to Miami, where she's from, bro. And I'm a little been out of shape about it. And I understand she has to go back home and start her business there and start, get back to her Miami lifestyle. But I'll tell you what, she elongated the back end of my career, I would say, by like 2-3 extra years.
Oh, for sure.
Just from the work that we put in together. And she's even more important now that I'm retired, maintaining my health, my flexibility, and I'm going to miss her dearly. So, Nikki, continue to do your thing. You're the best there is, but you got me bent out of shape.
We love you, though.
EK, what about yourself?
That also has me bent out of shape. I mean, a lot of your bent out of shapes has had me bent out of shape as well.
We're similar.
But today, because I'm a vlogger, or because I'm a podcaster, or because I'm a content guy now, I got to wake up a little bit earlier to do my workouts, So I get to UCLA at 6:15. I go to my workout. I'm trying to pay for parking. There's a long line for parking. Let's be real, I'm not going to pay for parking. 6:15, I'm going to head in. It's going to be an hour workout, in and out. I come out to my car, and I see a lonely white ticket underneath my windshield wiper.
Bro, UCLA will give you those tickets.
$87.
What?
$87.
Are you shitting me?
For
a parking
for
ticket?
a parking ticket. Check this out.
Bro.
I got the ticket at 7:17. So I got there at 6:15. I left. I had almost an hour workout exactly. I got in my car at 7:19. The ticket was issued at 7:17.
Oh, he was looking at you. He was waiting for you. Oh, did you see him when you walked out? Did you confront him? He was gone.
He was gone.
Poof.
And now, you know what? Like, because I haven't paid for parking all year.
You out yourself right now.
I count it as an average. I'm good. However, it's got me bent out of shape because it was 7:15, bro, in the morning.
That's tough. That's a tough way to start
Before
the day.
8 a.m.?
That's a tough way to start the day.
I should have been good.
You got it, though.
Damn.
Big dog. He got it.
So that's what got me bent out of shape. But,
fair enough.
we
ahead.
ahead.
are here, bro. We are here in Oxnard. And we did talk about how beautiful the weather is and how great of an experience for Cowboy fans, obviously, but the players to get out of Dallas where the weather is unbearable right now, 100 degrees, impossible to stand outside.
Calor.
And come to this, 80 degrees, ocean breeze. What are the benefits you think that they get from coming out and leaving Dallas and getting kind of isolated, but also being able to get work in without having to wear their bodies down in that Dallas heat?
We all know that camp is the hardest time of the year, and it's just no way around it, no matter where you're at, whether it's good weather or the hottest weather. However, I think that just being here, you can alleviate some of the muscle injuries, some of the unnecessary fatigue, I would say.
You can push yourself a little more towards the brink
and
a little bit?
I think so. I think you can get better work here. You get better attitude, energy from your players on a consistent basis. I don't want to discredit anybody else who's having a really hard camp in a hot area because I do think that there's some advantages to that as well. But, dude, being at the Star and being in that heat and I think they're getting good work here.
100%. I agree. And when I came to camp here, I think it was 22 maybe. I signed mid-August, and I was able to drive right down from Encino right here to Oxnard. It was like a 45-minute drive, and I'm like, this is great. I could just drive back and forth. I was making that trip almost daily.
Porsche,
back to the crib. Boom. Back to the crib. Like,
Porsche gave me a Turbo S, and I was –
of course they did.
I was humming.
Where's mine? You always getting the whips.
I was humming back and forth on the freeway, but I was kind of doing it in style. Had the Porsche in the parking lot here.
And it was like you're in camp, but you're not. You can still get back to the house and decompress and sleep in your own bed sometimes if you really wanted to.
I was able to get all my body work from my people, and it was fantastic.
100%. Well, let's talk about some experiences that we both had playing here. We were only here for a year, each of us, but it still made an impression, I think, on both of us. There were some things that we had grown accustomed to in different areas that were different experiences, whether it's the weight room or the cafeteria or the meeting room, or kind of the schedule in general. The NFL is so different from team to team. Like, one team will start at 9, one team will start at 7. It's really about who's running the show and kind of how they want to go about their schedule. So is there any, I don't know, stories or experiences or thing that you experienced in Dallas that was different, that you liked, that you didn't like?
I think off the top, I think just football in Texas is just, I mean, you always hear the stories. You know that football in Texas is a big deal.
Magnified,
but,
bro.
Being a part of the Dallas Cowboys and being in the state of football, I feel like driving around, seeing the high school stadiums, knowing what it means to the people of Texas, that was kind of like overwhelming in a good way to me, because it's like it's at the forefront.
They bleed it.
It's important.
100%.
Like there's a investment from like a time perspective from the overall fans. So
Absolutely.
I feel like that was a really cool part, especially coming from LA. You know what I mean? It's like there's a little bit of fair weather fans and things like that. But
a bit.
Yeah.
Damn near all of them. Me too. I mean.
So I think that the football culture right here was like, it was the cool being a football player through and through, and my love for the game.
I'm a Cowboy though.
Yeah. Now it's like,
That was
damn,
clean.
I'm getting free meals
For
everywhere
sure.
I go.
I will say the facility itself, there were just some things that were different than I had experienced before in Minnesota. They would have these tours where they would invite fans, or fans maybe not invite, but fans would pay tickets to go check out the facility while us players were still going about our day. So I remember one time I'm in the lunch line, and there's like a herd of fans, and the tour guy was like, these players eat 5 tons of food per week.
On the safari.
And the fans were like, ooh, wow. And then boom, move to the next exhibit. And then they go against to the weight room and like put their faces on the glass and look at kind of what we were doing in the weight room and wherever the next factor was. So that part was interesting. Just, it didn't feel like super private. All my football experiences, like, we keep everything in the building.
Yeah.
We don't let any outside noise, blah, blah, blah. But in Dallas, it was like, whoever wants to come check it out. That was different.
It was different. I feel like just the stardom around the star. Like I said,
sure.
like, it's obviously Texas is a
They
big
know how to
deal.
turn a profit.
Bro, it's just like everything. Being a Cowboy is like everything. You know what I mean? So it was pretty nuts.
What about the toll roads? Let's talk about these toll roads. The toll roads in Dallas they're like a NASCAR. It's like a NASCAR race.
Yeah.
I mean, my first time on a toll road, I'm like, we're from LA.
Yeah.
Like, people drive fast. That was a whole different type of speed.
I feel like as long as you're keeping it under 100 in Dallas, like you're going the speed limit.
100%.
And the thing that's crazy is like the trucks. People soup up the trucks.
Yes.
Like the single
They love the
cab trucks.
Yeah.
Those are some of the fastest vehicles out on the roads in Texas.
And they're the biggest.
I was never used to seeing. I'm used to seeing some fast cars every once in a while,
Yeah.
but like for a truck to be that fast and that large was always terrifying. And everyone, I was in a Porsche.
Right. Of course.
And a Blackwing.
What's new?
So it was. So people are always trying to, show me what they had under the hood.
Also, what I really enjoyed and I thought was really cool is the Cowboys gave us Uber credit for the season when I was there. I think it changed a little bit the next year. But we had like unlimited use of Uber. We just type in a little code and it was like, you can Uber from practice to practice. And I may have abused it a little much just because I was living in downtown. I didn't realize how spread out Dallas was. Like, from going from the Star to downtown, going home was like an hour drive because traffic was crazy. So I was like, I'm going to smarten up. I'm going to use this Uber credit. I'm going to Uber home, and I'm going to watch my film in the car. So by the time I get home, I got an hour, 20 minutes of film in my pocket, and I can kind of relax and not feel like I got to work when I get home as well.
I always felt like the Uber credit was something that Dallas and, the 49ers did it as well. I feel like for teams to give players like the driving credit, Minnesota had a driving service that you
sober
get your
cab.
car picked up, but like, especially when players are out and they want to have a drink or two, you know what I mean? It's like to have that credit available to where you can, you don't have any excuse.
Right. There's no excuse. Exactly.
You don't
There's
have
no
any
excuses.
excuse.
There's
So
no
it's like whether or not
excuses.
you're gonna drink or not, like it's like you don't have an excuse. It's a resource. It's how you get around safely. I think that's a valuable little perk for being a
I agree.
being a
And one
Cowboy.
thing that I experienced when I was with the Cowboys that I never really thought too highly of, or I thought maybe it was a little overrated, was Texas barbecue.
Bro, barbecue was crazy.
Bro, I was like, I wasn't even a barbecue guy.
No, I was.
I
After
go
I
to
got to
Terry
Texas.
Black's. I go to which one did you say you like? There was a
I like
spot.
Himes.
I never went to Himes. But I went
Nuts.
to Terry. I think that's probably the most popular, maybe not the best. but
Hutchins.
in
Was it
my, I
Hutchins?
don't know what you're talking about. All I know is Terry Black's was gas. And I will go back to Dallas just for that. Texas barbecue is a real thing.
Hutchinson had the free dessert, I feel like, but I'm a beef rib guy. And as soon as I got to Dallas, I had my very first beef rib. And I know that you can't really, like, it's hard to eat barbecue all the time, but I figured out the secret.
What's that?
You don't get, like, I know it's hard to avoid the mac and cheese and the cornbread and stuff like that, but what I would do was I would just get a bunch of, like, beef. I would get a beef rib, and then I would just get, like, a bunch of greens.
Oh, veggies right there to wash it down.
So, like, yeah, I'm eating this juicy piece of beef rib.
Well put. Well put.
But, like, I'm eating greens with it, so I wasn't getting too.
You weren't feeling
overly
stuffed.
bloated.
Because
yeah.
once you get the mac on there and the fixings,
You're
then
gonna get the itis.
Then your day is over. It's time to go home. It's time to go to the crib.
But yeah, I mean Highland Park. That's another thing. Hold on.
Highland Park, right next to SMU.
Super bougie.
That place was sexy.
First of all, before I got to Texas, I feel like there's a super stereotype that like Texas is much cheaper than California, which obviously overall it is. But when I got to Dallas, there was parts of Dallas that I was trying to like look for a place to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I realized that wasn't much different.
Hold on.
It wasn't much different than
Y'all
California.
lying.
The prices were damn near the same, if not honestly more expensive.
Honestly, everywhere is expensive. You can't go nowhere now these
Bro.
days without.
But I was
coming out
just thinking, I was like, oh, I'm gonna pay like nothing for rent. I'm gonna be financially,
Good.
it's gonna
I'm
be
from LA,
super
it's gonna be
good.
cheaper.
Oh no,
Wrong.
I still got taxed based on where we wanted to live.
100%. Well,
But
that's life, brother. But we got some good interviews coming up today, man. You play with some of these guys. We play with one of them, Kenny Clark. We play with Kenny Clark at UCLA, one of my all-time favorite dudes. Just a very humble guy, but one of the hardest workers you'll meet. Doesn't say a whole lot of words, but when he does, everybody listens because what he says is carries weight. And I'm excited to speak with him and just talk about his experiences transition from Green Bay to Dallas and basically the end of camp last year. So this will be his first full offseason as a Dallas Cowboy, how he's adjusted, what he's looking forward to, and how that defense is going to improve from last year.
We also have DeMarvion Overshown.
Demo.
We also have DeMarvion Overshown, who is a super athlete, fastest linebacker I played with. And I played with some super fast linebackers.
Dogs, yeah.
Fastest linebacker I played with. And what I could tell about him, and he was young when I was playing with him here, but like his on-the-field calmness is what you need to be successful.
You can't teach that.
You can't
either
teach
kind of
that.
have it or you don't.
You can't teach that. His on-the-field calmness under pressure is like what every linebacker needs to have. So I'm very, very curious to ask him about questions. He's a Texas boy through and through. Absolutely. Went to UT. So
and we're going to talk to Tyler Smith, another Texas guy.
Yes.
One of the higher draft picks on that offensive line with. It seems that they draft an old lineman every year. They always putting him out first rounder who ends up being a Pro Bowler and Hall of Famer. Like Dallas knows how to draft and develop their offensive line. So excited to talk about it. Talk to a guy who's in the trenches, who's going to be a vet now on this young offensive line with him and Terrence Steele, the two old guys in the room. So just kind of get a gist for how their camp has gone for them, their expectations for the season, and how they're going to protect Dak Prescott this upcoming season.
Man, stay tuned.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. This is Ben Out of Shape. I'm Anthony Barr.
Eric Kendricks.
EK. We got some extremely important and expensive guests here today.
Extremely wealthy, actually.
In a whole different tax bracket. These
Congrats.
guys. Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, man, thanks for joining us for a little bit. How y'all doing, man? How's camp going? How's practice? Seemed like a light day today. Some love.
But first we'd like to start off with Ben Out of Shape.
Okay.
So you can start with Kenny.
Okay.
You go Quinnen. What's got you guys been out of shape today?
Man, I gotta go. I mean, the body right now. You know, year 11. You know what I'm saying? We 3 weeks into camp, so you know you got to just keep pushing it through. You know,
Biting a little bit.
Bent out of shape probably is training camp. I got to stick to my diet. That's probably I can't have no sweets right now. I can't have my favorite foods right now. So
What's your favorite food?
Pizza. Yeah, so pizza my
too. Y'all
favorite
the
food.
same.
So,
Pizza's it's classic, bro.
How you like your pizza? Pepperoni simple, or you want
just simple cheese. Just
about
cheese
ranch?
pizza,
Cheese?
extra
Ranch?
cheese.
Speaking of cheese, you don't like cheese.
Dependent.
nah, but I eat pizza though.
Okay.
I'm a little
See, exception.
I'm a little
We're gonna touch on that a little later, but I'm just.
We gotta put the
curious.
pineapples on pizza though.
Oh, you a pineapple on pizza
Pineapple.
guy?
That's 100%.
You messing
No
with
such
LA?
thing as hot fruit on pizza.
That's California.
You don't like that?
Nah.
And the jalapenos.
I'll give you jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Sweet,
not
little spicy.
pineapples.
Little something.
So Kenny, let's start with you. In college, we called you 99 because you were recognized on our team as the best player, 99 overall, to be exact.
That's your nickname.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy, you know, just fast forward it, you say you're 11, and to see you dominate at the level that you're dominating at now, I mean, I'm just so proud of you, first of all. But at the same time, like, what are you working on this year? You know what I mean? What's different?
Man, I'm just chasing greatness, bro. Man, I'm back in the system, back in the 3-4. Just able to be able to play with my hands, play with my leverage. Having a guy like you, what I'm saying, that's pushing me every day. I get a chance to work on him and see him work. And I'm chasing that too. Just continuing to grind. So it's been awesome. It's been awesome to be around a bunch of guys that got the same mindset, that want to get better, and working on our game.
Q, I'll start with you on this, but I want to hear from both of you guys. This is both y'all first full off season in Dallas, right? Because you guys were both traded last season. You from New York, you from Green Bay. First of all, take us through getting traded, that whole process. What's going through your mind, having to relocate your family, how difficult it is to adjust to a new lifestyle, new teammates, new coaches, new system, especially in the middle of the season. You know what I'm saying? And you were able to both of y'all able to adjust very quickly, and you got paid very handsomely for your adjustments. Just take me through that process and how you're feeling now, having a full year of being a Dallas Cowboy.
Oh, it's way better being here throughout the off season. Get a chance to be with the guys throughout the off season and learn and grow. But yeah, getting traded in the middle of the season it's pretty hectic. But I feel like I had a great support system.
Okay.
My wife, my family, man, they knocked everything out the park when it come down to things at home.
Yeah.
So I was just basically able to get traded and focus on football, focus on my craft, focus on being a good teammate, focus on the things that's important, and that's trying to win football games and trying to be the best player I can be. Man, getting a chance to be with KC, man, like people laugh all the time, and KC don't be really taking me serious. And I say he was my YouTube guy.
Really?
They say
That's
hey,
crazy.
Throw some highlights on YouTube. All right, let's watch KC at Green Bay. So
That's
I
cool.
watched all his clips. So it was a blessing getting a chance to be around somebody who I look up to and continue to grow and learn from, and took so much out of my craft, man. So getting traded here was phenomenal to me, because I was like, oh snap, I get to go play with KC and play with CD and all those guys, and then play for the Dallas Cowboys at 100%. The same time. So having that support system made it easy, and being around a bunch of guys with the like mindset made it easy. So
Okay, so you got drafted in Green Bay. You know what I mean? That's where you were at for so long, and obviously you were part of that big trade, and it happened right before season. The business part of things is okay, it's the business, but there's so much of a personal aspect to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Most definitely. It was. I've been there. I was there 9 years. So yeah, when I had got that call, definitely it was a shock, for everybody. And then having to explain it to the family, my daughter, everybody, it was crazy. But I'm happy. Once I got that call from Jerry, and just my teammates that embraced me, it was amazing, man. Just the love that I got from everybody. I had got traded week one. I got traded on a Sunday or something like that. And then we had a game on Thursday. So it was,
right away.
Yeah, right away.
That's
so
crazy.
I had to just
go when you
You gotta have
one-on-one.
it. People don't
That's
understand. It's the body work, the massages, the acupuncture, where to live, where to sleep, where are my clothes
I
at.
actually hit you up for all the body work people.
I'm bro, you gotta. But it's you want to have the fit before the game too.
Right,
you look good, you feel good, you play good.
I had none of that.
Yeah, none of that.
Let me get a Cowboy sweatsuit and I'll walk this to the game.
But how much of your brothers have influenced your ability to play at this level? I know for me, my brother, was 17 months ahead of me, and he kind of broke the barriers for me in every single way. So how much of your success do you attribute to your brothers? And tell me something about them that you guys share and similarity differences.
My real brother or my teammates?
Your real brother.
Oh, my real brother. Oh, he's a fantastic man. He's a guy who he works so hard, man, and the things that he do to set the standard for my household growing up, it was unbelievable. Even to this day, man, he works extremely hard. He take care of his body extremely. His diet, he don't care about pizza or sweets or things like that. So he kind of set the standard for everything growing up. So to continue to see he's still balling, coming from a small school like Murray State, and the things that he has overcome throughout his whole life is super inspirational for not only me, but a lot of people out there that's coming from where we from. So my real brother is fantastic. So
That's what's up.
Casey, I heard you you got a love for ice cream.
I love ice cream.
Where does that come from? Obviously, everyone likes ice cream. But what's your favorite ice cream?
Man, there's so many. Cookies and cream.
strawberry
rock
shortcake.
and roll. Yeah,
Strawberry shortcake, my favorite.
The little graham crackers.
The little
Mud
crumbs
pie.
on it.
Man, I can go all day with ice
Q,
cream.
what's your favorite like junk food? We talked about pizza, but anything else that you like to splurge on?
The little brookies, you know what that is?
The brownie
mix.
cookie, yeah.
Yeah, that's like my
That's
go-to.
your thing.
Like,
You make them? You be baking them?
Nah, I can't make them. I just get them from Domino's.
I heard you in the kitchen a little bit sometimes. Is that
A
true?
little bit, yeah. That's because I got to stay healthy.
Okay.
Eat whole foods and stuff. So I try to cook my food myself.
And also,
so.
Casey, you say you don't like cheese, right? But you
Nah.
like pizza, and apparently you like your mama's mac and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, enchiladas for real. This the exception. So if you got some pizza or some enchiladas,
Is
all
it
good.
the melt?
Man.
It's the melt that
I
gets
feel
you.
like it's like the mozzarella. I feel like I'm like a mozzarella guy, not
Okay.
like a
cheddar and
not a cheddar and
You like when you break the matzo stick in half,
yeah,
and it's
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, okay,
I need
bet,
the
bet,
tomato sauce with the
bet.
cheese.
Yeah,
mix.
absolutely.
Hey, Casey, I had the pleasure of playing behind multiple champion wrestlers in my career, which for a lot of people, obviously I feel like linebackers may get a little more clout than D linemen at times because more tackles and things like that, but they're doing the dirty work for us.
Most important part of the team.
They're doing all the dirty work and they don't get none of the credit. But I had the pleasure of playing behind champion wrestlers damn near my whole career, especially in college. How much of your success do you attribute to wrestling, and like what is something that wrestling has taught you that football has not?
Yeah, I just think you got to have a different mentality for wrestling. I think that's the biggest thing is it taught me is just having that mentality is you and another guy, y'all battling. That room is hot. You're trying to lose weight. It challenges you mentally, and then just on the football aspect of it, I would just say like more so like just the leverage, your hands, the body positions, just knowing how to throw guys and where guys are leaning and all that kind of stuff. I just think that it definitely helped me out with that.
If you had to play any other position on the football field, what would it be?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What quarterback?
You can spin it?
Nah, they just make a lot of money and don't get hit. So I don't want to be a quarterback. I want to make all the money and don't get hit.
Bro, I remember that viral clip that happened years back when you sneezed and said, "Bless you, thank you." Do you still do that to this day? Is that something that you still bless yourself and thank yourself after your sneezes?
Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that. That was like you ever been in a situation where like you so nervous, so many emotions going on that you basically talking without thinking.
Right.
And that was one of those.
Just thinking out loud.
I meant to say excuse me, thank you, but it just came out wrong. So.
I wanted to talk about Kenny's Pop Warner League.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with your Pop Warner League, man? That's crazy. First of all, that's big. Pop Warner was huge for me. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you want to go into
Yeah,
it.
so I just opened it up this year. We got the Rialto Hawks. They're gonna be out here tomorrow for the joint practice.
Come on.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah. So
Tough.
I'm gonna have them all down here.
Okay.
They're gonna be in the stands and stuff. See the guys. But yeah, it's been great. We got about 10 teams. I got 2 AU teams, 6U all the way through 13U. And it's been booming. It's been booming, man. It's been huge, and excited to just keep on working with the kids. And I opened up my academy back at home in Rialto too. So, I had the kids working out at the facility and all that kind of stuff, and it's been doing a great job.
That's awesome, bro. Having the access and allowing youth to come and play the sport that they want, because access is everything. And being able to have good mentors like yourself, what a blessing for those kids. So
100%.
kudos to you, brother.
I can imagine you two in Pop Warner.
Yeah,
I should have
running
running
back.
back.
You was running back in Pop Warner?
I played linebacker, D-line, O-line.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bet, man.
I ain't had that ball in my hand.
Thanks for joining us.
That's all we got, man. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Sir, love. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Good luck, man. Go ahead and ball out. Get some.
Welcome back to Been Out of Shape, man. We continue our day here at Dallas Cowboy training camp. We got 2 amazing athletes with us right here. Tyler Smith, DeMarvion, Overshown. How y'all doing, man?
We're doing great.
Man, thanks for joining us, bro. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So to get into it, you guys are both from Fort Worth.
Oh, before we start that, Eric,
Oh,
before I know, I want to talk
I'm
to you
eager.
too,
I'm eager.
But I need to know, what has y'all bent out of shape today?
Man, today, you know what, man? I live a relatively blessed life. I'm not huge on complaining. I'm thankful for the things I have. The only thing today, we had a late start, so I kind of missed breakfast today. I missed breakfast. I did. The late start, it threw off my stomach, my circadian rhythm. And so, I missed breakfast today. I had to adjust. But that's a small fix. That's a minor fix.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm back in shape.
Did you grab
now.
any like protein bars in between or?
Oh,
did
we
try to
have
fill the void?
we have venison beef jerky now, which is deer meat, organic deer meat. So I had a couple of jerky sticks just to keep the stomach full of something. So you take your morning medicine, your vitamins, and I just filled the rest with water. When in doubt, hydrate out. Come on,
Smart man. That's a wise man.
Yeah, no. I would definitely say something around that line. We had a lift today as well, so we had a late start, but then we had an early lift, so it kind of takes away from the late start.
What's the point? What are we doing?
And so now, if you want to lift later, you're gonna have to miss breakfast. But I'm a shake guy in the morning, so it really didn't alter like too much of my day.
Okay.
But like we had a later start, so I kind of got hungry around the third period.
Okay,
but
we done now.
I'm always curious what's in people's shakes. So how do you build your shake?
I do heavy on the protein, a little bit of creatine, and then I'm a pineapple mango guy.
Okay.
And like a little, like 2% milk. I can't do whole milk. I'm a little lactose intolerant, but 2%.
Aren't we all?
And you both are from Fort Worth originally, and obviously playing for the Cowboys. You went to UT as well.
Yep.
You played in Texas?
I played at
Tulsa.
University of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, so you're close enough.
Yeah, UT is a hard offer to get.
Yeah,
flat out.
no. What is it like being a Cowboy? What does being a Cowboy mean to y'all? And like, did you guys always have dreams of being a Cowboy?
I definitely always had a dream of being a Cowboy. You grow up, a lot of your little league football teams are named after like some type of Cowboys or the Longhorns or something like that. It kind of was already instilled in me that like you're gonna play for these teams. If you get the opportunity, like you're gonna play for the Longhorns or the Cowboys, and like that's what you grow up wanting to do in Texas. Like for me, being a small town kid, especially, it's like not too many recruits getting recruited out of here. So hey, as soon as I got the offer from Texas, and then now I'm being drafted to the Cowboys, it's like I'm one of one, like
That's
where I'm
crazy.
from where I'm from. So
yeah, I echo the same sentiment. I mean, in Texas, like AT&T Stadium was football mecca when you were a kid. It got built when we were like kids, but my first time playing at AT&T Stadium wasn't even when I played for the Cowboys. So it's like, that's kind of part of it.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, it's really, it starts early. It's gladiator school, bro. I'm talking, you start 8, 9, you get indoctrinated in believing that water is weakness, to start, and then you grow up and you kind of get out of that mindset. But yeah, bro, it's a blessing. Obviously, it's huge for my family and friends, just being around there. That's super cool. Playing for the hometown team, bro, kind of, it feels like kind of like a prophecy sometimes, like you never expect to know where you're going to play. You're always grateful for whatever opportunity you get, but to be able to come home, it's a huge privilege, but it's also a huge responsibility for sure.
And Demo, you were a Cowboy on the field, but you were a Cowboy off the field. You were a real life Cowboy.
howdy, yes sir.
Tell me a little bit more about that. You got cattle, you got horses, you do the
He got
ranching,
boots, he got
you got
hats.
a ranch, you
Look,
do everything.
Look, I do it all. Like, and I'm a real Cowboy off the field. It's just something that, like I said, I grew up around it. I grew up with a 5th generational rancher and my best friend, my bro, basically, and we started this ranch, Agent O Ranch.
Okay.
We sell high quality beef. We actually moving into the Wagyu world too. So if you know anything about Wagyu, hey, Agent O Ranch, we will be putting out that best prime steaks or ground beef, whatever you need, we'll have
Some
it.
Wagyu.
But no, it's been a blessing. Like I always seen myself as like a blue collar guy, and like I'm a guy that I love hard work. So I knew once I was done with football, like I was gonna have, that to go to, work hard, leave something for my kids, my family. It's all about just building a family empire. And I'm all about the community. So when it comes to, raising animals and being able to feed the animals, fresh farm eggs, fresh fruits and vegetables out of the garden. So I'm all about putting back into the community.
Amazing.
That's what's up, man. Tyler, I don't. You definitely don't remember this, but I remember this. It was my first 9-on-7 as a Cowboy, and I was right over there, and we were on that other field over there. And like I said, 9-on-7, you were pulling. It was a power. I'm not gonna say I lost the rep because I got on you kind of quick because I knew I could see things pretty quick. Plus it's 9-on-7.
Great reader.
So I didn't lose the rep, but I did lose a year of my life. It sent a shock through my spine.
Shorten that neck.
Spinal.
People don't
What,
realize how
like-
strong.
It's strong, bro, strong. How many linebackers would you say estimated that you have road graded throughout your career? And what position of football player do you love road grading the most?
Oh, man. I mean, I've caught a couple of linebackers lacking throughout my career. I mean, the number is countless, bro. I'm talking. It's been some blue chip guys too.
Yeah.
But you know, some linebackers have caught me too. Make no mistake. Let's not.
You're gonna get guys.
Some linebackers have caught me too. But I say my favorite position of road grade is definitely a D lineman because that's real good work, bro. Like anybody can run out on the perimeter and you can clean up a corner, or you can run up to a level and catch a linebacker lacking or trying to peel off for a tackle. But if you could take a dude who's on the front line and really just impose your will on him
and getting paid to do it too.
And getting paid, I mean that's when you're a dog, bro. To me, that's honest. That's honest work. So I definitely say, whenever I catch somebody like in the trenches, like I'm like, okay, that was a rep. Like that was a real rep for sure.
Let's talk about the history of the Dallas Cowboy O-line. Like they always seem to draft, develop, and put guys out to the Pro Bowl, Hall of Famers even. And when you first got to the league, you had Zach Martin, you had Tyron Smith as your mentors, and now you're the vet in the room, bro. Yeah. You and T. Steele are the older cats in the room, right? What is it about being a Cowboy offensive lineman that you take so much pride in, and how important is the continuity of that group going to be this year?
I mean, for me, definitely the legacy. I mean, the standard has always been very high, and it's been high for decades upon decades. And when I came into the room, they were older guys. Like everybody was like at least a 3-year vet when I came in. So everybody, it was a machine that was constantly moving, and it always pushed you to kind of excel in your level of play each and every day. And I think being the older guy, the biggest thing is to keep that tradition going. And one thing I think Shotty's done a great job is just, recruiting guys. I mean, with the addition of Tyler Booker, Tyler Booker has a great pedigree, and he's a young leader already. He's very vocal. And so, I mean, he's just adding to that culture. And I think, having guys like that, establishing, that continuity beyond me, beyond T. Steele is just something that's going to be great for the legacy of the room. But just definitely understanding that, it's a privilege to be able to play for this team. It's a privilege to be able to be in that room. And, just imparting what the older guys that imparted upon you did for you, just do that for your younger guys. Just pay it forward. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Real.
And Demo, when you were off camera, I mentioned to everybody how one of my favorite qualities about you when I got in the game with you was the fact that you were just so calm. And, to have that calmness in the middle of, the heat is, that's, in my mind, the number one quality a linebacker can have. In your mind, what is another great quality of a linebacker when you think of linebacker?
You said the first one, really just being calm, but I think the ability to bring all 11 on the field together. We get tasked with making sure the front is right, and then also making sure we're in the same coverage as the back end. So it's more so of understanding what's going on around you with the other 10 guys and really communicating. I feel like a lot of the times a lot of people are looking at you to confirm kind of what already they know. It's just man, let me hear it from somebody else. So, some people might, look at it as a hard task, but I look at it as, okay, I know what I'm doing. How can I help my team or put them in a better position to play fast and play hard? Because, me, that's what I'm all about. I want to play fast. I want to play hard. But at the same time, I want people to be confident in what they're doing and so they can do that. So, I've been blessed to have vets like you, Layden, come in, be able to teach me to play calm so I can play fast and help the other guys.
Demo, I read something that your pregame meal is a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with no milk.
No milk.
Is that true? That's psychotic, by the way.
It's actually true. I'm a huge believer in doing the same thing over and over again, eating the same thing over and over again. I watch the same movies over and over. But yes, for breakfast, I'm dry cereal, especially if it's a early game.
Yeah.
I eat big at night, but I like to be light, feel light, not be light, but feel light for game day. So
that's just enough sugar to get you right, get you turned up.
Look, I already told y'all, milk, the dairy, it don't sit well. So but I'm a huge cereal guy. I love cereal. So yeah, dry cinnamon toast. The other day I had dry frosted flakes, so it didn't hit the same, but it was still good.
Tyler, I want to ask a question about this offense this upcoming season. Last year y'all were lights out, and obviously this year you want to take a step forward. And there's a lot of people saying that Dak could win MVP. This could be the greatest offense that we've seen in X amount of years. What are your expectations for this offense? Do you think Dak could win the MVP? Because I also think the MVP, obviously it's a quarterback award, but it's an offensive line. It's an offensive award, right? The offense has to be humming. And for that to occur, the O-line has to be the heartbeat and the soul of that offense. So
Absolutely.
what are your expectations going into the season for the offense?
I mean, I think my expectations echo our expectations. I mean, we came up with this thing called Gotti, greatest offense there is.
Okay.
And, you know, what that entails is being great in every phase of the offense. At every level, you know, wide receivers, O-line, running backs, QBs, whatever it may be. Like, just taking your 111 and doing it to the utmost. And I think that just starts with being consistent every day. Like, you could look months in the future. Like, everybody wants to go to, you know, to LA, you know, play in that game for that trophy. Right. And I think that's huge. I think that's a huge part of the motivation. But what that starts with is putting together a great body of work tomorrow, and then the day after that, and the day after that, and just continuing to stack. And I think that's the hugest thing for us. As good as we played last year, I know we're not satisfied. We're not satisfied with where we can be. There were still missed opportunities out there that we could have capitalized on. And I think every dude is hungry to be the best they can be. And as long as we got guys who are bought in every day to getting better, and, you know, when we have those lows, we bring each other up and we keep pounding towards our goal, we'll be fine. And I think we'll achieve what we want to achieve.
That's a bet.
Last question for me. I want to know how you guys are spending your money. You know what I mean? you
What are
just
we
got a bag.
buying?
We have a tendency on this show to have people who get bags. So at the same time, what kind of truck are we driving? What kind of car are we buying? Like, what
we pushing?
All right.
What we pushing?
I mean,
we
man,
cooking?
I'm a pretty frugal guy. Like, man, I still got a Nike backpack. I see Goyards. I see Louis V. You know, I just got my NFLPA issued backpack. But
highly functional.
highly functional. It is. I mean, I got shoes. It has the place for the water, keep it cold. But I mean, I got a crib this past summer. I got a crib. I got a nice house in Frisco, and then I'm driving around in the Escalade V. And so those were like, like, you know, those were my purchases. I felt like those are the only like large notable purchases I really made. Like I said, I'm a pretty frugal guy. Like, you know, I like what I like. But at the end of the day,
But you like nice things. I mean, come on.
yeah.
It's well deserved.
Look, I feel like you're foreshadowing a little bit. You say you usually talk to guys that already done touched the bag, you know. So I'm guessing mine
on
coming.
the way.
Look, mine coming. But like coming from where I come from, I've definitely done touched the bag. Like so, I've been blessed to put my mom in the house. That was my main thing. Like, let me take care of mom when I get it. So when I get the bigger bag, like I ain't really making up for it. Yeah, it's not stressing. Like, I can live off of what I live off of. So, really, I bought my mom a crib, and then just here recently, at the end of last year, I bought myself something, a Ford F450.
The big boy.
Big baby, you know, something to pull around the horses
Big
and the
dog.
cattle. You know,
That's
you know,
amazing.
big
Torch
dog.
gracious.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
I'm a truck.
Good deal, man.
That's been my big purchase.
Good deal. Well, hey, man,
Thanks for joining us, man. I know you
y'all
guys have
busy.
camp right now.
Yep.
But we appreciate y'all for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck this season, man. Y'all take care of
Appreciate
business.
y'all.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see my vets again, man.
Oh, yeah. Family, bro. How baby's doing?
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Baby girl.
Appreciate you, AV. Yes, sir.
Man, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you guys. A blessing to be at Cowboys camp. We obviously both played for the squad.
Yeah, what a great group of guys we got to interview today.
Quinnen Williams,
Man,
Kenny Clark,
man, DeMarvion.
DeMarvion, Overshown,
Just a really good
Tyler
dudes.
Smith.
Quinnen Williams. I mean, you may have said that already, but it's awesome to talk to these guys, and they look to be determined. They're excited. The future is bright for this Cowboys team, I believe.
I like their confidence, man. And, you know, speaking of confidence, man, go ahead and follow up. You know,
Like, subscribe,
Ben Out of Shape Show.
retweet, repost.
We're going to keep doing our thing,
Follow.
keep getting these interviews, and we'll see where we're at next.
Who's got something left to say? You got me bent out of shape.